Today I will teach you about scanner class. Okay. Already we studied about buffer reader class. Using buffer reader class, how can you input the or how can you read the values, that already we know. Okay. And one more latest feature of Java is scanner class. What's the use of this scanner class? This is also used to input or read the values from the user. Okay. But here there is no need of that conversion. When you are using the buffer reader class, you need to convert each value because all the values are read by the from the keyboard and it is considered as a string value. Okay, and after that, if you want to convert into number, we need to convert using parsing function or parse double function, like that functions. But in the case of scanner class, you can directly read the numeric values or any type value, that means text value, any type value, and at the same time you can read the values from the file also. This is very helpful for the project and all. Okay, and it's very simple and it is short. The statements are short and we can easily study this one. Okay, at the same time we can use the buffer class and the scanner class, and today we will study about the scanner class. Shall we start? When you create a scanner class object, first we have to insert the package that include scanner class include. Okay, that means we all know the scanner class is in the util package. Before starting the program, first line is you have to write the you have to invoke the package. How can you invoke a package? We know using import keyword. Then look at on the board. How can you insert that package? Import java.util.scanner. This is the class name. Okay, this is the statement how to you can use to insert a package. Otherwise, you may insert like this: import. You may write like this: import java.util.star. Star means all the classes including this package. Understood, all of you? You can use this one or you can use this one. Understood? That means import is the keyword, Java util is the package name, then dot star is means all the classes including this package. Otherwise you can use this one. This you should write when you are using a scanner class. You need to write this package name. Understood, all of you? Okay. Then what is the next step? We all know when you are creating a buffer reader class, input stream reader class, we need to create a buffer reader object. How can you create? Buffer reader BR is equal to new buffer reader, new input stream reader system.in. We all know. Like that way, when you're working with a scanner class, first we have to create a scanner class object. What is the statement? Look at here. Scanner object name equal to new scanner within bracket system.in. Here we can use any name. Usually we are using SC. You can change the name, no problem. But first we have to write scanner. This is a class name. Then after that, write the object name equal. New is a keyword. This is the keyword. You write the same cases also. Okay, write with the same case. That means a small letter. Then write the class name within bracket system.in. Then close the bracket, put a semicolon. Understood, all of you? Okay. This statement first you have to write. Then you can create the scanner class object. After that, I will teach you what are the functions available in this scanner class. Okay. Study about the scanner class functions. We all know the values are different types. What are they? Integer type values, real type values, character type values and string type values. These are the four main types values we are handling. Okay. Then what are the different functions to handle these type values? That I will explain now in scanner class. Okay. First we are considering this integer type values. For that one we are using this function next int. See, next is in small letter and int I is in capital, then others are in small letter with a bracket semicolon. This is the object name. Whatever object name we are using, that we can give here. Okay. SC dot next int. We already used SC for the object name. This is the function name. Next int. Like that way we have two real type data types. What are they? Float and double. And for the float type values we are using next float. F is in capital letter. Next one is double type value. Here also we are using next double to read the double type values. And for the character type values, we are using this next function dot caret 0. Usually we are using next function for the letter type values. Okay. But if you are taking the character type values, we can use again next dot with the bracket dot caret 0. Okay. And we have string type values, and the two types string type values. What are they? First one is word, and at the same time string is considered as sentence also. String is used as for the sentence also. Okay. Then first one is for I am using this function. That means that scanner class is providing. Next function is used to read the words. This function. This function also read the values up to 1 delimiter. That means if there is any spaces, any tab, any semicolon or any comma like that delimiter, that are called delimiters. If it is, if they can, if it meant a delimiter, that delimiter means a comma, semicolon, spaces, tab, like that way. Up to there only it will read it. That next function, that means in a sentence we can separate the words with the help of a delimiter, space. Because of that, this next function is used to read the words from a sentence. Okay. And if you want to read the sentence, we can use which function? Next line. When you are considering a file, up to the end of the file, we can read it with the help of this next line function, like that way. Okay. And understood all of you? This first function is used to read the integer value. Second function is used to integer float type value. Next double is used to read the double type values. Caret 0, next dot caret 0 is used to read the character type values. And next function is used to read the words. And the next line function is used to read the sentence. All the time for the examination, they are asking about difference between next and next line. Okay, what's the difference? You know, this is used to read the words and this is used to read the sentences. And always they are asking which function is used to read the integer value of a scanner class, like that way. You have to study this one. I think all of you understood about these functions. I will explain with the help of an example. Let's take the example. Okay. We all know how can you create before creating a scanner class object, we need to import the util package. First you have to write import java.util.start, then semicolon. After that I wrote this class name, I have written class sample, open the curly bracket, then the function name, public void main within bracket, with the bracket, no need to write the throws I exception. Here you have to write only this much. Then open the curly bracket. First you have to create the scanner class object. How? We all know. How? Scanner here, SSC I had given for the object name. Scanner is equal to new scanner within bracket system.in, close the bracket and semicolon. Okay. Then first I need to read a string type value. Then I will write system.out.println and enter the name. Then string name is equal to, we all know when you are working with the input stream reader class, we are using br.println, like that way. Here we can use, we need, first we have to declare the data type string name. Okay. Then how can you read ACC? Use this object name acc.nextLine. This is a function to read a sentence. Okay. Next one, and we need to read one integer type value. Here system.out.println enters your age. In the case of an input stream reader class, we are using integer.parseInto.br.println, like that way. We have to convert that value also. But here, just a function, with the help of a function, this function we can read the integer value. What is that function? Next int. Here, first you declare the data type of age. Int age is equal to scc.nextInt. This is the function to read a integer type value. If it is a float type value, how can you read float? Age is equal to scc.next float. If it is a double value, scc.next double. If it is a long type value, next long, like that way. Okay. And character type values, next.cancel, like that way you can read it. Then after that, I print all the values. Understood all of it? It's very simple. With the small functions, we can do the program. Okay, when you are writing, this is small statements, so we can practice with the like this problems also. They all understood this one well. Okay. If you like this one, please share to others. If you want to get my previous video that already I explained about the buffer data class. If you want to get my videos, please subscribe my channel, and if you want to get my next videos notification, that means I will next I will upload that switch case statement and the next continuation of that Java programs. Then if you want to get that videos, you just press on that bell button, then only you will get the notifications. Okay, then next, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.